Kled. Kled is one of the picks that Grepthar actually used as a counter pick to the Sylas specifically. You go back to playoffs, he actually played it twice in the regular season, or actually once in regular season and once in playoffs, specifically against the... also empower Lucian's auto attacks with her E, so it just becomes a really oppressive duo to deal with, and that's part of the reason why we did see that Callista ban come through, because it's one of the champions that can deal with this early. But look at the damage.
Oh, he's going in. Violet's already looking for the kill, but the Ignite is down from JoJo, as 1Q is gonna do it. Titan moves forward and gets the kill. First blood to him, but Aladori trying to fight back. He's gonna miss on that Zenith Blade, and now he's chasing JoJo down with this range advantage. The one stun goes the way of JoJo, but it will be one ability. Jungle's kind of clashing around the bottom side of the map. There's gonna be some vision, and now a teleport coming in. Violet in some trouble, but the bubble is huge as he takes a long time to get this kill, and finally he does. But can they get a bit more? Bobbitt is going to go down as well to the side of Kled, as JoJo is trying to frontline here, and Grepthar is just going to leave him out to dry. Not much he can do to try to help him, as now Gigo comes into the fight. They're going to try to take this 2v3, but the exhaust comes in, and Red Cannons have overextended. Yeah, good response from Peace to just get the wraparound there, as now Gigo in a little bit of trouble. He does not have his flash. He had to burn it on the play in the river, and that is a perfect follow-up. Look at that.
This is where things can really start to get scary for Red Cannons, because hold that thought. Speaking of mid lane,
trying to force this here. Tally both gonna proc their conquerors. Bobbitt meanwhile is nearby, but you see Aegis is up a level, as now we get the double lockup here with the wave, but the culling comes in. Is it enough damage, as the 1Q is gonna get the job done as emotes go flying? And Titan, he's even trying to challenge this one, the flash forward, and in he goes. The exhaust was held onto, and it will be a double kill for Violet as Titan gets the one, but we're not done yet. It's going to be a dead Sylas. Anyway, that's what they were going for, so they're gonna get this one at about 11:30.
So these are the small advantages that you use, you know.
Will get value here for the side of Pieces. We're going in, the exhausts are out as well, able to dodge the wave coming on in, as now the ultimate is gonna get the job done here for Titan, as he finally will get the upper hand down here in the bottom lane.
Yeah, Bobbitt is around though. They can try to turn this.
Now looking to try, as JoJo in a little bit of an unlucky spot, trying to get aggressive, solving some vision, and he should be taken down here eventually. Titan not able to help him out, as it's not like he brought heal. He has exhaust this game.
Still a lot of really important gold for the Ezreal that is going to come online much later to be picked up. And these trades we're seeing from Red Cannons have really started to help him get online. They're accelerating him forward faster than he would be. Yes, it's at a cost because the Lucian is getting some power too, but the Ezreal is going to be so strong the later phases of the game. And trading like this makes his road to that late game path a lot more comfortable. Back down at the bottom side here, Bob and Alador are going to go ahead and take the turret away from him. But that engage we saw too from Violet. Hold that thought.
Oh, we're getting in there. That stun, not able to lock him down for long enough, and he's just gonna hop off a Scarl. JoJo gonna
up here from Titan.
Yeah, looks like they want to make a play here with the charge and the Rift Herald, but have they gone too far? That's a lot of Lucian damage for free into the back of Grepthar, as the stolen charge is gonna get on in there. A 3-man knockup from Bobbitt, but he's taking a lot of damage. Down he will go, as here comes Gigo now. He's gonna pick up a bunch of them in the backside. Does get exhausted, but still is going to get a lot of damage done, as Titani's gonna get bubbled now. Has to flash that one, as that was looking so good to start here for the Red Cannons.
Yeah, Titan here actually buffering that away, just barely escapes getting locked down. He's looking for a kill!
Oh no! He just got totally out.
So never tell me the odds. He is just forcing these kills to happen.
To push this turret, and immediately, like we were saying, you know, this Ezreal gets some time. The Kled, he's also still online, still 2-0-1. Rift Herald's gonna be dropped down here. Red Cannon
worth more than the outer, and they're gonna get it here. And that's a lot of extra gold going into the pockets of these Red Cannons, who's already getting quite fed. What's scary about this for Peace is that, hold that thought.
Grepthar is so confident right now. He's charging quite literally into the 3 of them. He hops off Scarl though, as his team takes forever to get here, and down he will go. As Bobbitt, now he's got a stopwatch. It's gonna buy so much time for him to survive. And there's the double kill now into the pockets of Violet. And this is going all Peace's way. Look at Tally. He has no chill right now. He's in the enemy jungle alone. His own team is like, why are you going so deep, buddy? As down he will go. Maybe it was just a great bait after all as the flash comes in, and at least they will be able to pick up Gigo. As Titani might not be done yet. He picks up a kill, and this
he's got 6 kills here, so we will see a teleport.
Bob abused his flag. He doesn't have flash either. And yeah, just gonna wait on that one. A little bit of BM coming out. He might have his flag now, but still not going to be enough. Ending up being the only person there. And Red Cannons just focus him down, and he just dies so quick.
The other thing is that Titan is so fast. If that was the vision control, is map split. The bottom side of the map is much more controlled by Red Cannons. The top side of the map decide to go into that vision and try to clear it away. And yes, you're going to see Peace get a little bit of value there on the top side. But Red already got that earlier turret. They're now going to pick up a second Drake here.
Maneuver from the side of Bobbit, but you can see just how scary Titan and crew are. They're looking for the engage. That's a nice idea. Titan doesn't have anything up. He doesn't flash. He doesn't exhaust. Accepts his death. And there's Bobbit finding the perfect time to engage. And it looks like they'll start up the Baron.
This is such a huge moment for Peace. I said it was really hard to lock Titan down, but from that angle, they just didn't see it coming. And without that damage, you just can't fight this anymore. This is a really awkward spot to be in for Red Cannons. There's the teleport.
Yeah, we have the teleport coming in. They're just trying to kill the enemy jungler, and the stun comes down with the solar flare, and it will be enough. Gigo is able to take down a lot of the damage, though. Takes the bottom lane away from the side of Peace, as Gigo will eventually hit the ground, but you can see that Peace now with the lose out 3,000. And it shows that Titan can't just do whatever he wants, right? If he's going to eat forward, he's going to get jumped on by Jarvan. That's what I'm
slicing Maelstrom. We're going to start this Baron and force them to come to us.
Yeah, and Titan didn't use any of his summoners in the last fight. Remember that he kind of just accepted his death. Might come into play here this time around. As you see Gigo trying to play bodyguard in the front line as Violet nearly able to chop down Aegis, but you can see he went a little bit too far forward. He's going to get taken out immediately. Bobbit has no chance either, as now we have the cannon coming in as well, and there's just no help at all for the side.
Should lead to a Baron. Vegetachi wants to try to steal it away. He's going to actually push Grevthar off of it for the time being by himself. This is going to be enough to maybe kill Gigo.
Hey, well, you can see that Vegetachi's getting some work done, and Titan, he can't seem to believe it. As the poke is coming out here, he is going to expend his flash to get
in terms of the vision. Now, it's just so Red Cannon's favored on both sides. They get this vision, but it's only temporary. It's now cleared away.
Violet is playing with fire right now. As here's the engage, they're going to look for Bobbit. He's in an unfortunate spot. Immediately gets locked down. As we got the big wave coming on through, but Grevthar in the front line looking to lock it down. The flash kick not going to quite work out as they are kiting back very nicely. Grevthar off of Skarl now. As the bubble does come in, they're trying to get at least one, but it will not be enough as Titan, he's going to thread the needle.
Taken here at 30 minutes in. Titan is 11-3 and 4. With this cannon to set up the stuns is, Aladoric a bit far on the map.
Yeah, Aladoric is so dead. I mean, this is the most dead we have seen any Baron power play, even stronger at this point in time.
Yeah, this is going to be so difficult to defend, if not impossible. I mean, we're at the stage too where Lucian is so low range. To get a pick, to get a flank angle, to try to actually do effective damage in this team fight is going to be so difficult for Violet. I mean, look, he's just ulting here to slow down the push, and he might die for it.
Okay, the equalizer gets a bit of damage, but I think it's not enough at this point in time. Titan is just gigantic right now as the kick comes in right into the open arms of Titan, who has a statement to make here in game number 1. The early laning phase as well wasn't even that fantastic, but he got a bunch of kills, and now he is just arcane shifting forward into the enemy. He's gonna get stunned up, maybe a little bit too far this time, but again, that GA is going to come in huge for him as he stays alive. Gigo does go down, but the damage is here. It buys enough time for his team to get a frontline for him. As it's getting a little bit messy, we got Baron minions coming in as Tally and Aladoric are cleaning up shop. As we'll see if they do continue on this one. A lot of damage already done to this turret, and I'm not sure if Tally can actually stop them here, as Titan is quite literally just going to take everybody down one by one. The Nexus, not enough health to sustain against the damage that this Ezreal can do. Game 1 goes into the hands of the Red Cannons.
And it looked like a series. We're trying to see what that final pick is going to be, that counter pick here for the Silas. And once again, it's going to be the Kled instantly locked in. So we've got a very similar game on our hands here. The difference being the supports, of course, and the swap there of up-and-coming solo queue thing. Haven't yet seen how the pros are going to build that here in Worlds 2021. So something to track for sure as we have an engage.
Getting in there is Alidoric, but immediately trying to run away. But now they're trying to get on in there. The exhaust will come out, but Titan is going to flash away, get some room to get away from this. We also got a fight in the jungle that's going on, and a re-engage in the bottom lane. Alidoric's getting so low, but Violet has the upper hand on the enemy, able to get as much done as he was in game number 1. As here we go, VisitChachi finds the flag and drag. Is it enough damage? The Slicing Maelstrom is trying to keep him alive, but it will not be enough. No summons that are dictating the flow of this one after they do pick up the Rift Herald. But still, I mean, this is another fed Ezreal. It's not 2 kills this time, but it's a lot of plates and value here for Titan. Still going to be good.
We're still at a stage where the Lucian isn't quite online yet, but he is going to be very powerful very soon.
That Violet stays alive, but now we do have the dash forward and exhaust. This time he is going to have to flash over the wall as it is a man-on that's coming in, but now they're getting it turned on top of them as in goes Alidoric. Going to get this one started. Gigo does not get a lot of value here on the Slicing Maelstrom, as we do have VisitChachi super deep in that one, trying to get on top of Aegis, and he will be able to pick up that kill, as now the team is following up. Tally and Violet able to help him out, as Gigo trying to escape, and we are all over the map now. Even VisitChachi's gonna go down. Greftar picks up the shutdown, as it seems like the enemy team now is collapsing on them. There is this blast plant here that might get him to safety, as he knocks over the Lee Sin, and he leaves himself over the wall, as Flag and Drag actually gets him some room here, but he will be eventually taken down as he has to avoid the charge, and he will just emote his way to the kill.
Emotes his way to the kill. The trade-off is that a lot of minions will be lost in the mid lane. Extra plate going over to Violet here, and they're actually going to turn this into potentially more than just a plate.
We got multiple teleports coming in. Big recon charm onto multiple, but there's so many members of Peace here, but Greftar trying to run him up, trying to get that damage down, but it will not be enough. There is just no support for him. It's a double kill now for Violet, and JoJo is alone, gets knocked up with the flash. And that will be a huge conversion here for the side of Peace.
Yeah, this is starting to become such a lead.
Coming around the map. That's something that VisitChachi will have to be careful about. He picks up level 10 as he reaches the top lane.
Yeah, as soon as that 13. Picked up 5 assists this game. Doesn't have a huge amount of hold that thought. Once again, we're going in.
Okay, that's going to be the charge blocked here from Alidoric. Very nicely done. He hops off the Scarl, but this is just way too many members of Peace that are around. Tally was going to Kingslay his way to the kill. And that was multiple members that did have to go up there, but it's still a solid kill to the side of Peace with no objectives on the map at this moment in time.
This is really frustrating for Red Cannons, but it's not without warning, right? I mean, you know the enemy is around that part of the jungle. You know they're doing Rift Herald. You can't push up that far in the lane. There are consequences. You will get pushed down. And yes, Kled is one of the most survivable champions in the side lane like that, but there's just too many players on the Peace side. They're going to collapse in, and speaking of collapsing.
There we go. The exhaust, though, is immediately going to come down, but the CC might be enough to keep Alidoric around. The charm doesn't quite hit a lot of members here, as they're even struggling to take down the support. They finally get that done. Meanwhile,
get a little bit more gold on the board here for Gigo.
Really liking Peace's vision control, and they're going to find another opportunity. JoJo just disappears off of the map. Seemingly had no idea they were there. There's no dragon up at this moment in time, so you might not expect that they're pushing in this hard for the vision, but they will get the knock-up as well onto Aegis, as he will have to flash to safety, and Peace are just chopping down bit by bit here. They get a kill, they get a flash here and there. Now they're going to get a mid-turret. They're keeping the ball rolling in a big way for the side of Peace.
Not a 3-item Titan. This is a level 11 Titan, right? We see an overextension. Maybe you've got an opportunity. Alidoric.
He's just continuing on forward. The culling is going to blast Titan in the face here as the stun comes down, and the charm is good, but here comes VisitChachi, knocks 2 of them down with the Cataclysm, and now the cavalry has arrived. The stolen charge comes in, and a gigantic Everfrost catches 2 of them on the backside, slows them up enough to take them both down.
Not, again, a time where you could realistically fight against the scrappy comp that is Peace. They're so strong in the mid-game. This is a team comp that has a Silas, a Lucian, right? At this point in time, a Jarvan, who's very...
I've been talking... It's a very common thing. You never one to go on that one, but they seemingly always do. As Vizichachi, he's so confident, but a lot of damage is coming out from Gigo. It's gonna be close, but the flash comes in. And Vizichachi with
a lack of vision control, but no vision in Baron Pit. This is gonna be so difficult to contest.
And JoJo, he's trying his best. He's gonna get the solar flare out at least. Aegis, though, he's fighting to even get a view of this one, as now we get the engage, and immediately they all just get blown up. Vizichachi still in the pit, still gonna keep the Baron leashed. And this one should be a clean Baron to the side of Peace. Titan is thinking about it. They still have some vision here. Let's see if, nope, not even gonna be close. Titan can't do anything, has some vision.
No teleport, was trying to push a side lane after that pick. And mistakes like that are going to cost you big.
Well, they're going to try to get this one in, as Violet is in a little bit of trouble, but he is going to dash away to safety. Greptar doesn't quite have the damage, and they are forcing it so deep. As Vizichachi's like, no, I'll just go the other way. Violet in a little bit of trouble, though. That's a big kick onto him, but still, the damage is not hitting this Lucian. It's still the low health bar, so it's the Q from downtown. He's just going to lock down that Lucian, but here's Tally going to try to go 1v4. Picked up that cannon ultimate, and it is doing so much damage here. Greptar left to die by his teammates. They could not help him. As with the Baron and the double kill on Tally, they will look to push for more.
That's a desperate fight that Red Cannons decided to take. They thought, hey, if we could win this fight, maybe we could turn the momentum back. Thought they had an angle there. They absolutely did not.
Now Tally is getting locked down here, and this is a lot of what this game has been. Just finding opportunities somewhere on the map. The Shirelius and the Charm does come in. There's the kick. Tally in a lot of pressure, but he gets a kill to start it off. Nobody seems to have the damage to get him. He already has Zhonya's as well, as the Cavalry once again coming on in. The 2v4 in big effect as Tally picks up another one and becomes godlike in this game.
Bobbit is on the angle.
And he's going to be... Take it over, Wolf. You got this.
It's the spear, gets the kill on Aegis. Uh-oh, but he might go down for it as well. Has to use that Zhonya's.
All right, let's see if they can catch up. That is going to be Titan in a lot of trouble. Has to flash the wall as he will not get away from the legendary Tally as the ace comes through. And they might just push for the win right now.
Vizichachi's trying to win the game by himself here on the top side. That inhibitor that stayed up for an extra 8 minutes finally does go down. And they are breaking into the base from two fronts. And this is already starting to be a great best of 5.
Now, just like this, Peace are right back in the game. They will take down the turrets, and they will take down the Nexus. We'll see if he just has anything to say about that. It doesn't look like it'll be much, just a bit of fun there at the end. Peace will be taking down game number 2 and tying up the series.
Also just go down a different path and go for a control mate. You already have that really great long-range engage setup. Something like an Orianna wouldn't be crazy.
It's Poppy!
My God, Poppy!
He actually, oh no! This is so fantastic!
This is actually so high there. The bot pressure that you see against this Aphelios isn't insignificant. It's not insignificant, but it's not that impactful yet. As we're going to see a re-engage.
Now they're getting on in there. Violet is going to dodge the knockup, but the feathers are pulled back. Titan takes a lot of damage. The Ignite, though, onto Violet. The Ignite as well onto Titan. And Aladoric will be able to push it forward. You can tell, as you said, Wolf, he's trying to make a statement in this game, not only with his pick, but with this play. As it does look like Red Cannons, though, will be able to pick up the Infernal. Yeah, that's really the thing. Wasn't really a lot of kill pressure on the side of Vizichachi when he did go for the flash to stop the ultimate, as now here is Bobbip, and he is on the hunt. As the teleports will be coming in, one apiece. Vizichachi pretty low, though. You can see Greptar still going to respect it as the World Ender is stolen here. He just trying to make his way in, gonna dodge that Poppy ultimate, but the damage, it buys enough time to get down the Silas, as Greptar will not be able to escape. Is just prancing around this rift and will set up a kill.
Yeah, that was such a massive flash there from Tally to get them in and on top. And when you watch these plays happen from Peace, their macro sense is so good, knowing, tracking this placement there of Gigo in the lane is,
oh man.
We're not done yet.
Sleep comes down. It seems like they did not expect Tally, but they absolutely destroy him behind the turret, and Gigo in a little bit of trouble too. He's gonna get the knock-up. Tally takes a lot of damage here.
No minions.
Yeah, and Gigo will actually just with the draft. And so far, I mean, the game has not gone much differently, as Tally is in a bit of trouble here. As now he's trying to turn it around, though, with the World Ender. He is just sustaining through all the damage. It was only Greptar. especially when Bobiv shows up, who is, by the way, 2-0. As it looks like Vizicachi did get ganked.
He's already got 5 stacks of the Dark Sealers. This is not a Rift Herald you want to contest alone.
Aegis is just going to get stunned 100-0. No escape for him, as he was desperately just trying to get any vision possible. He was the first in, and he'll be the last in, as that will be basically a free one, as Aladoric was up there, so they're going to go for the dive underneath this one, but Violet is just standing up to them with the Severum, says no thank you, and just like that, we'll pick up the mounts too much, but you see a bit of a fight. Tally is going back and forth. Players are angry, trying to get something going.
I mean, you just can't compete with an Aatrox at this stage of the game who's starting to come online, doesn't really even have big items. Will, of course, get that first one in just a Immortal Shield, but in this particular case, it's just about not getting caught by that CC.
All right, well, now everybody's trying to get on top of Tally, but look at this. They don't quite have the damage to kill the Aatrox. Finally, they come in. Gigo as well from the left actually gets some damage down, as Vizicachi is here with the steadfast presence, going to deny a lot. The knock up here on a Jojo, but there's the knock up from Jojo onto Aladoric. They nearly take him down. The stopwatch is used. Now Vizicachi not in the best spot. He gets the stun up against the wall, but that will be about it. And Red sleep there onto Jojo, but, you know, at most it gives them a lot of space. That's the one thing it does. You know, it looks kind of silly, but it actually pushes the enemy team really far back because the Rakan has to run away so far. So it does open up this top turret a little bit sooner. Dragon and Peace are a little bit slow to collapse on in here. You would imagine at this point in the game with their lead, they would like to collapse on this one. As Vizicachi has taken a ton of damage, and that will be the blue team Red Cannons taking down the Dragon, but it is chaos in the Dragon pit here. Gigo's going to be the first to fall, as Griftar is getting in there trying to frontline, and Vizicachi is still alive, by the way. Huge damage from the Xayah, though, in the team fight, as that is short-lived. Just frontlining a little bit too much there was Titan. Still has his ultimate and is not able to use it on time, and Peace are continuing to collapse. As here comes Tally, he is gigantic on this Aatrox. He'll take down one, and you gotta imagine they're looking for more. Aegis not in a very fun spot, and with the Gravitum, they are looking for it here.
I mean, he's not healthy enough to look for the fight. He wants to trade one back.
There's a
teleport.
The teleport, I'm not sure about that. Okay, he's gonna get the one kill, and the Triumph comes through.
Out.
Look at that, the Lee Sin escape plays coming back.
Hey, Gore Drinker.
He's not in a good spot. He will be taken down.
There's the battle of the Gore Drinkers.
And as you're kind of highlighting, I think eventually in this game it might just become a battle of the 80 carries. As Violet, he's going to have a ton of protection, but Titan he's keeping up, you know, and a lot of these plays are going decently in the mid game, as now they're trying to turn this one around. Our Peace maybe going a little bit too deep. Are the Red Cannons as the sleep comes in, and the teleports are there. He will be able to take down this. If you're gonna go for that Lilia, you gotta know that she's got flash. As here we go, the battle of the world enders is gonna come through, as I think Tally just a bit more fed than you, Griftar. You're gonna have to run away, as we do have Predator Lilia breathing down his neck as well, and that will be the kill going over. That is the question. The slow rotation coming up to the top side. Vizicachi, the Poppy, really able to keep him around, and Gigo is not having any of it. He wants to go for the fight, but here comes the rotation. There's the ultimate onto Violet. Ton of damage. This Yone is kind of going crazy, but he will get stunned down right at the last moment and allow Violet
where they are standing. So the approach here has to be so slow and methodical.
Okay, well, that's going to be a base check from Aladoric. Not very slow there, but they do get the big Drowsy onto 2. That's a ton of damage on a Jojo, but that's just the support. Tally is going super deep, and now Violet has all the room in the world, though Gigo is trying to get on top of him, and that's really the question. Can you take away Violet? The answer will be no, as Vizicachi and Tally will run through them. A triple kill onto the side of this Aphelios, as the long-range Gravitum will come through, and Aegis will be taking down the sad P Shines, as Peace will take another huge team fight.
Vizicachi is just eating the last turret shots, as they don't look at explosions. These cool guys, they run right over to the Baron, and with this decisive fight win, they can get more than just a Baron. They can control some of that vision around the Baron pit, get a free turret. I mean, the world is yours to take as Peace, and this has been a lead that has compounded upon itself. Yes, there were a few hiccups along the way, there were a few bumps, there were a few mistakes and a few picks.
Fight, and it was kind of sad to watch what Aegis was doing in that one, as we do have a Red Bull Baron power play in favor of Peace as they do take down the Baron. But yeah, I mean, Aegis was knocked up against the wall by the Poppy. Then he tried to get away from the Poppy. He got Steadfast Presence. At least he got over the wall. Yeah, and then he was just running away. Like, there was just nothing that this backline access could do for the side of Red. The Yone wasn't there on time to really capitalize.
And you mentioned the range issue that they have with Xayah. I mean, Xayah isn't in a position to really poke and chip away, so you can't win a front-to-back team fight against an Aatrox that's basically permanently extremely tanky, so difficult to kill. Even if you bring him low, he can just walk away, then Poppy takes his place. And how do you break through that as the Xayah? And in order to even chip away and try to front-to-back as Xayah, you're putting yourself in harm's way. So you're
4-1 going. The Everfrost is going to land on the Tally, but
look at how tanky he is, and look
he's
how
pretty
survivable
fine.
he is.
Yeah, I mean, he uses his World Ender. I suppose that's the one good thing for the side of the Red Cannons. They get the ultimate away, but that is it, because this inhibitor is going to go down, and they still have Baron. They're really pushing this Red Bull Baron power play as far as they possibly can, as there is a massive Moonlight Vigil onto 3 of them, just wrecking that back line as they might just end it here. I mean, we're only 25 minutes into the game. Peace gonna take their time with it. They will back away and respect the 5v5, and they will look to take down the turret first.
All right, taking down Nexus turret is permanent damage. They're not done yet.
Yeah, he just finds out what's what when you're playing into the Poppy as Lee Sin. You get to do absolutely nothing. Even Gigo's ult does nothing either, as he will immediately go down. Titan is also chunked down, and 9-1-6 will be the end for Violet, who had the most comfortable game ever with this team composition. Peace take a
that comes with this Lilia pick instead, especially when Zoe poke can hit you, and then you're going to have a big problem. If you end up getting hit by that, your engage option is null. You also don't have a very strong front line come back with their abilities. The Soul Rip there, and of course the ultimate from Zoe is Bobbip going to go for a very early game, punishing this aggressive play from Gigo.
This is perfectly timed. He's already burning down. The Lee Sin is charging up, trying to buy some time. Miss on the Q of the Lilia, but as we have it, Avenger comes in and gets the Ignite down that was stolen. And now Bobbip is under this turret. Aegis in a rough spot, but he will survive, and Red Cannons get a couple. We have TP coming in. Doesn't look like there will be an escape here for this Lee Sin, as he will at least deny it from the team.
Your world's ends here.
Yep, and that's never a comfortable feeling. Wukong up a level, but this time knocked into the Lilia, and no flash now for the Wukong as he's trying to get away. They don't exactly know where he is, but they will find him very quickly. They hand over the kill to Vizicachi, and Bobbip. Good to get the flash out there pretty much for free. It's now Bobbip from downtown rolling the bowling balls, looking for a kill in the bottom lane. Bobbip is everywhere, and he picked. Tally's done it in the group stage part of this play-ins group, as I'm going to have to hold that thought as we're getting in there. The kick is ready, and Vizicachi's level 5 right now. He does not quite have the health or damage to do much here. Bobbip
for control there. Unfortunately, with just a little bit of slower rotation, they don't get the pick back, but Tally is not done.
Okay, he's gonna try to ult in. There's a lot of damage going on to an Avenger, but JoJo's right there. It's flashing in for the kill as Aladoric. He will not be able to pick it up, and now Titan didn't even drop the Rift Herald on the side of Peace just yet, as the Gravitum is coming through. They're gonna get the lockdown here onto the Braum, as in comes level 7 Aegis, looking for at least a kill. He uses his flash to make sure they can take down the Braum. A little bit of a rotation is coming in. The bowling ball is going to miss as the root comes in, and Bobbip's just running straight into them. He is not very tanky right now, and Peace are having some issues with, how far they should go on this one. Tally in a bit of issue now as well. He has to come back. He's going to go down. Red Cannons lose this game. They're out of world, so this means everything to them right now. They are fighting tooth and nail with their back against the wall, and they're showing up big time. You really got to hand it to them when the pressure is on. Everybody, all 5 players, are performing at a high level right now for the Red Cannons. That's going to be the full turret down on the bottom side. Look at the gold difference between the 280 carries. 2,000 gold, 12.5 minutes into the game. And now they're going to find Bobbip and Aladoric sleeping in the river. As that's going to be a nice Yone ultimate. That's a lot of damage coming back here as Tally is just going insane. He's not going to get any kills, but at least he saves the lives of his teammates.
Yeah, it was a really nice double knock up there, but he adds a flash, uses that ultimate here, and they're not able to pick off any kills, as you mentioned. And You can see the power of this composition at this stage. If you get the tempo lead with this Lilia, if you could push the Yone advantage, you have so much power, but it's not working out. Tally.
It's going to be a miss there from Avenger, gets knocked up. He just is here. He's trying to get the knock up underneath, and he just does so much from Alador. Kind of an awkward angle there, as we do have the Rift Herald still. They're not even going to use it. They can hold on to that and see what's happening now. The Zoe from ahead, even a Drowsy, a trouble bubble rather, on to take a huge chunk himself. And now what are you going to do? You don't have the range. You don't have the wave clear. You've got a bowling ball, and that's it. This is going to be another turret into the pockets of Red Cannons. They are taking over this entire map.
Yeah, it's Peace here. You're kind of hoping for a miracle. You're hoping for an overextension.
Yeah, I mean, I think on their side.
Calling, before the fight. And if you can chip down. Oh, boy. Oh, no, it's not where you want to be.
Yeah, Bobeb's out here all alone, and he is going to have a Jace. As even the Solar Flare comes in just for a bit of help. Did not even need that, as that will be another kill onto him.
He's not safe.
Yeah, they just didn't have the vision to go onto that one. And he's even going to flash, and they don't seem to care. The damage comes in, the kick flash, and that will be a free Jace on top of everything else. Gigo takes a lot of damage, but it won't be enough. They are so far behind our piece, and Red Cannons are just taking everything right now.
Oh, I mean, it's a dead Lily, it's a dead Jace, it's going to be a dead turret, and this might, I mean, I don't think this is going to be the last charge this Rift Herald gets either, because unfortunately, you've got a pushing mid Zoe on your mid inner turret you've got to deal with. Now your inhibitor turret's under fire. I mean, there is no way out. There's no escape button. There's no escape hatch. You are just getting pushed out of this game. And all three lanes, like Tally's got a little bit of pushing going on the bottom
take right now, but it's still Red Cannons all the way. As they're here in the brush, it looks like they saw them go into this one. The stun will come down, and the two of them are just going to be massacred as the Yone. Tally tries to get something down, but it will not amount to too much. They kill him in flight. Double kill.
The Rift belongs to Red Cannons. I mean, it looks very likely, Valdez, that we are going to a fifth and final game in this series. We're going the distance. We're
down.
You see that
looking for their opportunity.
The Shock Blast connect there. The Empowered Shock Blast does very little damage to the entire roster. Vizichachi is behind Titan in terms of levels right now. He's a level behind the Aphelios. Now, who are you really threatening, unfortunately, at this point, with Baron Empowered minions pushing down? There's nothing you can do.
Did you see that? That was insane. That's 1 Q from Titan. That's all he needs. And now we've got the Chakrams just flying throughout the air. As, all this airspace, all this ground space is currently controlled by the Red Cannons. Said it before, I mean, we had draft gap in game number 3, but this is just absolutely Peace taking a gigantic beating by the Red Cannons, and they are relentless as they are pushing in here with the Baron. We'll see if they stop on 2 inhibitors. I would say probably not.
I think they can definitely put some threat on these Nexus turrets while also pushing the top inhibitor. If they see an engage option, they'll look for it.
You can see they're trying, and the Zoe is he's going to get slept there in the back. Titan is pretty low. Maybe this is the opportunity, but where is the damage from Peace? They're just so far behind. The gigantic bank save from the side of Red Cannons is about to fall on the heads of Peace like a cartoon right now, as all 3 inhibitors are going to go down. And, well, they've only got the Siege minion, but they'll stick around because why not? There's nothing else to do on this map.
Yeah, I mean, you've got Baron Empowered minions for just a few more seconds here. You're going to try to use that siege power. 1 Nexus turret down.
Tally's trying his best, and at least he is buying some time, I suppose. But, okay, we got 5 seconds now on the Red Bull Baron power play. They're going to look to make their most of it as the damage is just chipping away slowly but surely onto these Nexus turrets. The Nexus is wide open. The super minions in all 3 lanes as the flash kick will come in, and there's not even time to react to that one. This one is a done deal, guys. We are going to a game number 5 here in the second best of 5 of the night. We will go the distance. Red Cannons by themselves. Another chance to make it to the next round of
mid lane here with the Camille lock-in, and it's going to be Renekton versus Camille, a classic. Feels like we're going a little bit back in time here, but the Renekton gives you such strong follow-up engage. You can either start the fight off. A bit of lack of commitment here, though.
Yeah, Peace are really just, okay, it's going to release, and Red Cannons, they're not backing down from the fight, and Peace are like, uh-oh, they're calling our bluffs. I don't know if we want to go in on this one, as in goes JoJo. The exhaust goes on to JoJo, and he will go down as he just kept running forward. Decided
this lane means that it's going to become a little bit more difficult, and this is, of course, a flashless Camille. Not uncommon to see, but that means you're under more threat.
It just means that he just has to be here. And Vizitachi's just backing in the minions. He's like, yeah, I dare you to fight me in the minions. That is not the play. Vizitachi just laughs at them and shuts that one down immediately. Ego will go down. Here's the stun, the lockdown with the abscond, and Tally will secure it there for the side of Bobip, who does get the kill. And all of a sudden, Peace here, 2,000 gold, 5 minutes into the game, as it is going to be Violet who does have to flash away. Titan looking for a bit more, but they will not be able to secure the kill. Peace are getting some huge advantages. Now we have a teleport. This is just really getting out of control. They're trying to get onto Titan, and they will, as Peace will get the one, but here's the follow-up from Avenger, as Aladoric is getting in here. We got Bobip over here as well. No heal is going to come through, so Violet will go down, but Avenger is going to give his life over as well.
And again, in this group, the most success with these early game exchanges. So far, it's not working out this time, though.
Yeah, would have to agree, as now Giga's in a lot of trouble. He doesn't have flash, and there's the stun once again, and just an auto attack.
And it's all been about that early game. And this, of the 5, has been the most one-sided. This of the 5 has felt like the one that I mean, I really like the choice to drop the Rift Herald bottom, too, because you're already guaranteed this top turret, no matter what. Yep. It's going to be first turret going over to Vizitachi here. You get the bottom turret with it, and slowly choke Red Cannons out of the game.
Yeah. I'm taking a look at some of the players on the side of Red Cannons. It doesn't feel like...
yeah, I mean, you and I are definitely very much the cup is half full tonight in terms of some of the games we've cast, because we have had so many one-sided games in this series. And
let's see how this one goes. It is going to be a 3-on-1 while Peace are pushing mid. A teleport comes in to make it 4-on-1. Well, that's just not fair. A stopwatch is used to buy even more time. Vizitachi will finally die. Big rotation comes down here for the side of Red Cannons, as now we're just diving Titan. A ton of damages coming in. He lands that abscond, and down will go the Ezreal. Diving in between the two turrets at this point in time, knowing that everybody else was on the bottom side of the map.
Bobby can just self-heal to get out of there, and that's a turret and a kill for
you know, something you have to try to play around if you are red, as now we are going to have the engage. Camille pretty good at that, no matter how far behind you are. They're trying to get on top here, but even the true shot barrage is going to be denied by the door, held up here by Aladoric. He does get that one in. The flashes are coming in as well. Aladoric is really feisty. He's looking for more, as that is a super awesome spear just right through that one. As it does land, and Peace are going to continue, and here comes Big Boss Vizitachi, the final boss. And the side of red, they know they can't even really fight him here, as even without Dominus, he is just diving the turrets, and Peace are taking him down one by one. Just like the dominoes go down, as everybody gets a kill, picks them up, double kill here for the MF, and we're even pushing with the Rift Herald in the bottom lane.
Yeah, a bit of a sad B there, as they do end up losing Tally, but this is basically a push to win at 18 minutes. The Rift Herald can get another charge here, maybe even onto a Nexus turret if they time it right, and I think she will actually get that charge off. Gigo's going to have to get in there to stop it. They don't overcommit. The death timers are still very low at this stage in time, but either way, you've got an inhibitor. It's a sub 20-minute inhibitor, but it means you just have ultimate control.
Okay, well, they're really trying to force this one here as the concussive blows come in, and this teleport not on top of everything else.
Yeah, 10,000 makes all the right choices. I mean, you're really just hoping and praying at this point. It's unfortunate that it's such an anticlimactic end to what
there's not much else left in my head. Peace are taking everything now. It's 21 minutes that Red Cannons can do about it. And to be honest, I wouldn't even try to challenge it. If you go in there and you die, all 5 of you get wiped, you're probably just your Camille and your Ezreal scale. And that Peace rather allow you to do that. That's all you got to hope for right now. So you got to delay. But instead, they're going for the fight. They're looking for the kick here as Vizitachi just laughs at them. And the teleport comes in from Gigo. He's not going to have too much luck on the backside either, as the follow-up comes in. And that is the stolen ultimate that does come in here from Tally, as we are just getting right underneath all of the turrets as well. Bobip is going to clean it up. A double kill here for Tally. And it looks like we have our next team into the next round here. Peace will be taking down the inhibitors. They have the 2 turrets left to go. Gigo's going to give it one last try, as he will desperately fall. And down he goes, the ace in the hands of Bobip, and congratulations to Peace. They will move on to the next round to face Cloud9 here at the Play-ins of Worlds.
Peace, a team that at their best played some very clean League of Legends tonight in this best of 5. The games they